Hello Libra, how are you guys doing? If you are new here, I'm Auji and this is Sacred Libra, where we talk all things Libra. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is going to be your full moon reading. Super blue moon, once in a blue moon, full moon in Pisces for Libra. Let's see. This is an extra special moon. This is to broaden your thoughts. This is kind of encouraging you to embrace your feeling, open up your mind, and all of that good stuff. All right. Something is trying to get you to open up and kind of like lead. What Pisces is all about, how they feel. What's the feeling behind all of this stuff? So this is trying to get you to open up your feelings. Libra, you've been burning yourself out. Like burning yourself out, running every which way. Right now, this is a time for you to kind of like relax. Softness, relaxing baths, things like this, while everybody else could be going through like this crazy mood where it's like your feelings, like you've been neglecting your feelings this whole time. This is giving you time to actually like chill, relax, become a little bit more softer, because you have been doing everything, like everything, Libra. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with this wisdom oracle deck. All right, we're going to get a message from our ancestors. If our ancestors can tell us 3 things right now to help us get through this full moon, to help us use the full moon to our maximum benefit, what would our ancestors tell us? Thank you for all of the messages. What messages do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising? Message from our ancestors. How to benefit. How to make the full moon benefit you like crazy. First of all, we have a higher power. There is a need for you to kind of like meditate and pray and, you know, sit in quiet time, kind of like strengthen your connection with spirit, strengthen your relationship with your higher power. All right. You also have leg up. So there is something that you can do easy. There is something that you can easily do, something that you have perks of like getting through the door faster. Maybe it's someone that you know. Spirit is telling you to use that leg up. You have like a benefit in some type of area, and Spirit is telling you, use it. Use it. Also, you have no place like home. No place like home. This is coming home to yourself. This is coming home to like you doing what it is that you love. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being very, very comfortable in your own skin. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest, a place that is known to you and you can call your own. Why can't I read? This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify. As you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know exactly who you are. Hold your head up high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. So I feel like there's 2 things to be that caught my eye with no place like home, and also with this leg up. And I feel like for some of you guys, you have a perks. You are who you say you are, and that is your biggest flex. Let me say that again. You are who you say you are. Okay? And that is your biggest flex. You are actually who you talk about, who you say you are. You actually show up in the ways that you say you're going to show up. You actually are that person. You're talking about a real, living, breathing being. This is you. This is who you are in your authenticity. You don't have to get ready. You don't have to make sure you stay ready. You are ready. This is your aura. So there's some type of perks that you have just by being yourself. This is who you are. That is your biggest flex. That you are actually who you say you are. Period. Okay. You have this leg up. There's some way. There's something is going to be real easy for you. Spirit is like, take the leg up. Call your cousin. You know how everybody got a cousin that could hook them up doing something. There's something that you could do, and all you need to do is call your cousin. Okay, and be like, hey cousin, I need a favor. And that favor is going, like, everybody else have to go around a bunch. Like I told you, in this cycle, Libra, you've been working. It's like a candle being burnt from both ends. You've been working. You've been doing a whole lot of work, and this time is for you to get to rest. So while in your last cycle you had to work really hard and to make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, all you gotta do is call your cousin. Hey cousin, I need a favor. Somebody gonna be like, you're gonna be calling someone like, I need a favor on something. I wonder if you can help me out. And they're gonna be like, of course. What you need, cousin? All right, you have this higher power. You're having conscious contact with the higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing the source energy in all things. All right, this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. We talked about that already. Ask, what is the highest good for all and how could I serve? Okay, so this is what you, Spirit wants you to know. Ask, what is the highest good for all and how could you serve the highest good for all? Then get out of your own way and trust that there's a plan for your life, more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Okay, and last but not least, this leg up. I'm going to read from the book just to let y'all know what it means. Because it's like that baby bear. What would you call a baby bear? A cub? Will have to walk if they didn't have their mama right there. They didn't have somebody who would make it easier. So there's somebody who's going to make something easier for you. Receiving help. Delegating authority. Interdependence. You've come to a point where it's going at it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept the aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. So when you allow this leg up, so when you allow something to be easier for you, there is some miracles that happen. All right, so Spirit wants you to meditate. Spirit wants you to take the help that's given. And also, Spirit wants you to know that you are always ready. Being authentic. You need to know. Your biggest flex is that you are actually who you say you are. There are so many people who have to get ready to kind of like cultivate some type of energy because they are not naturally that energy. You are naturally that energy. All right, let's see. What messages do we have for the full moon? Messages do we have? We got the Tower here. The Tower here coming out. Unexpected win. Unexpectedly. There's something that you unexpectedly overcome. No one is expecting. This card reminds me of the The scary movie. What is it, like Friday the 13th or something like that? Freddy versus Jason. Or something, you know, the scary movie where they could have sworn they killed him. And then right as the movie is ending, it's some movement that indicates there's life, that indicates that the villain isn't dead. And not saying that the villain is dead, but there's something that was supposed to take you out. And it didn't. So it's like, kind of like surprising. Something surprisingly, you surprisingly overcome something. That's what I'm getting. There's something that you surprisingly overcome. There's something that you could not change. Something was out of your control. And you had to kind of like actually watch this thing crumble. And surprisingly, you're okay. It's just like when you had to face your fears on something. And facing your fears was looking at a false foundation crumble. Watching it crumble. All right. From this, you may get some inspiration to write something. You may get some inspiration to draw, to paint something. It's like there is a lot of emotions that you feel about watching this tower fall or crumble right in front of your face, but you're not crumbled. You're still standing. Just come to a point where you can no longer ignore something. Something has come to like, it's very, very big. And you're deciding to let it fall. And I just seen something today. And I think it was Mel, is her name Mel Robbins? Or Mel something. She's an inspirational teacher, author and things like that. And she was like, she lives by a new principle, and her new principle is let them. And that really spoke to me this morning about that new principle of letting them, because we kind of want to, I know myself, you want to kind of correct the wrongs. You don't want to kind of let a person sit in what it is that they're showing you. If someone's showing you that they don't want to be supportive, let them. If they're showing you that they want to be negative, let them. If they're showing you that, or if something is falling, let it. Or they're showing you that they want to disrupt something or be disruptive, let them. Just let them. And in letting something happen, you're accepting it for exactly what it is. You're letting it be what it is. And what is your biggest flex? So I do feel like somebody could have been, the reason why Spirit and your ancestors is telling you, like, I can feel that there's some type of ancestor that gets in your ear that kind of gives you your type of pep talk that's like a cheerleader for you when you're feeling down or something like that, that's telling you, like, don't forget who you are and blah, 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 blah. And there's something around you. There could be something that's a false foundation that you're realizing either in a person or something like that. And your biggest flex is that you are who you're not trying to fit a mold. The mold has to get ready for you. You're not really trying to fit a particular mold. You're not trying to do something this way or do something that way. You're just trying to stay authentically true to yourself, and it leads you on different paths. And this is why this is your biggest flex. Because it's in you. It's not on you. All right, what else do we have coming from this tower? Then also on the opposite side of that, you do have the resistance here. I always got to talk about the polarities. It's about people who are not willing to even let this tower fall. And I did get this download where there was a group of people lying to each other, acting like that they liked each other so they can appear like this beautiful castle, like this beautiful tower. But what that was doing, it was hurting each person. And they were actually aiding in the tower staying up. Okay, instead of the tower falling in this direction, it was this way. And someone just trying to hold on to something that's trying to break away. When you try to hold on to things that is inevitable that they break away, you start hurting yourself. So there was a group of people doing this. This was how they operated with each other. They weren't being honest with themselves or each other. In the honesty or the authenticity was they got into a phase where they didn't really like being around each other anymore. And that is normal. Sometimes we go through these phases, but in trying to stick in together and not letting a person get space or whatever, you ruined the whole relationship. So there was a relationship where people felt like they couldn't be honest with their feelings. They weren't being honest with themselves and their feelings. So a foundation that was built off of all lies, no feelings, not being in touch with your feelings, no authenticity. All right, we have the Three of Swords here. And this is that sorrow here. This is that heartbreaking. This is the heartbreak here. Usually the Three of Swords comes up, and I just think about somebody going through some painful, a painful breakup. That's what I think about. The painful breakup. It's when you learn something that you wish you did not. The loss of a pleasant illusion. This tower was pleasant at first. It was pleasant at first. This is also leading you to accept. And this is you, like, you're kind of in this energy, like ignorance is bliss. Like, it was better when you didn't know anything, but now you know. Now you know what something is. Now something has come to your attention, and you know that this is a false foundation. And it's just a different understanding. It's like when you finally realize, it's you finally realize the damage that a tower has done. The damage that a false foundation has done. When you finally take off those illusion painted glasses and you look at the truth, and you kind of realize what an illusion has done, what you ignoring something has done, what you allowing a false foundation to actually crumble, you letting something happen. And it's also, it's given like someone could possibly not be who you think they are. And in truth, it lightens your consciousness where you're like, huh, I thought so. But then it really gets you like, I wish I hadn't known this level. I wish I hadn't had this level of discernment. It's like a level of discernment here. It does lead you to this victory. It does put you in this great place. But you kind of wish you didn't know. Now you're able to make real peace on the inside. Okay, but you do have this deeper knowing. The outcome of this moon is beautiful. It's this gain here. So this gain. So a lot of this, a lot of these false foundations is here for you to gain this self-sufficiency, this self-confidence, this self-love, this self-care. The Nine of Pentacles card is a lot about self-sufficiency. It's about you being content with the things that you have now, with where you are now, the weight that you are now, with the lover that you have now, or without the lover that you have, in the house that you have now, driving the car that you have now. It's you being content with where you are in your life. And this brings you, this is what this full moon is bringing you. You start to thank the universe for where you are, for your little dot on the map more than ever. Okay. And I do feel like it's because of these false foundations, and you're kind of seeing, the true side of things. Usually people say the harsh side of things, but you're kind of seeing the true side of things. You're not looking at things through these rose-colored glasses where you're seeing all these illusions. Things are getting real. And instead of interfering, you're letting this tower fall. You're not interfering anymore. You're letting it fall. Most of the time, why we're not interfering with this tower, I know we want to stop the chaos and we don't want to see anyone hurt. We want to people please our way, but we're tired. We are physically tired. That collective tiredness that is happening here, I feel like it's happening for Libra in general, because Libra do not get involved. Something is telling you, do not get involved. Let the tower fall. You will not crumble. Let the tower fall. Accept the truths. And then, yes, do not get involved. You're going to be too tired to get involved anyway. All right? Just anyway. This game that's here, this is you feeling very, very accomplished. You relaxing in what it is that you already have, which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. This is satisfaction in any material arena. It's like finally sitting down to kind of like sit and enjoy. It's the person who's been working all day out in the field to come and get a nice glass of lemonade or peach tea or sparkling water with lemon or whatever it is that you like, a glass of wine. It's you seeing that the hard work was worth it. That is what you get from it. So for some of you guys, you have been working really, really hard. And what you get out of this full moon is this relaxation or this chance of, after you knowing that your hard work was worth it. Okay. You actually having this energy of, my hard work was worth it. Okay. My sister just called. I'm going to have to call her back. Let's see what else we have here. Then I'm going to clarify this. I'm going to go into the moonology. And then we're going to go ahead and wrap. Good job, Libra. Spirit say this ain't our business. Okay. Let the tower fall. Sit back and get something to drink. I can deal with this reading. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all. All right. So you have this Hierophant here. All right. And your higher wisdom. Okay. So you're following the rules. You're being very, very obedient. Why, Libra? We tired. We tired. We tired. Okay. So the Hierophant is very, very obedient. Okay. The Hierophant is about tradition. Spirit says don't get involved with something. You're not going to get involved with anything. Okay. There's a lot going on behind the scenes of this tower. Your angels are working a lot. A lot of things are happening, and it's changing your perception as you allow this tower to fall. Now, depending on how far it is away from you or whatever, but I feel like something is going to impact you spiritually. Definitely spiritually, also education-wise. Like you get to learn something differently, intellectually. Something definitely impacts you that way. Okay, look at you. This is almost what it looks like you're doing. Like you are the Page of Cups looking over there at somebody struggle with this Ten of Wands. But you're not going over there. You're not going over there. This is what I get. It's like you're looking at this wheel turn. And it's the 10 of Wands, but it looks like the Wheel of Fortune to me. So I feel like it looks like that on purpose. Because after this heavy load, you're just watching the wheels turn in your favor. So I feel like you got to a point where it's like, okay, I'm going to have to just trust. I'm going to have to trust right now. Yeah, you got this star. I'm just going to have to trust. I'm going to have to hope, pray, wish, whatever I have to do. right now. But as far as any actual movement, any actual push or force, you're not pushing or forcing anything. All right. So we do have the truth coming out, and this is the pain of what you realize, what you know. All the efforts of some type of hard work. You could be feeling like that your hard work went in vain, or your hard work didn't necessarily work. So this is like your blood, sweat, and tears. When the Queen of Pentacles come up here, this is some type of truth that you wish you hadn't known based on your hard work, where your hard work has gotten you. And this could be the person who works really, really hard for, you know, the family or friends or whatever. And then next thing you know, they start losing relationships. Those close relationships that they counted on, that they were in the journey with. Once they make it to the destination, they realize that those dynamics of relationships change. Okay. Also, this could be a person that's working really, really hard. And let's say something makes it really, really big, and now you don't have your privacy anymore. Something like that. It could be a little bit more painful. So this is the truth. Look at that. What you know, something hurts. There's something that you know that hurts. There's something that you knew. I feel like this hurts because you knew this would happen as you was planting your seed. You knew that something would cause some type of sorrow, some type of separation as you were planting your seed. This is the fear. This is the truth that you didn't want to face. Okay? As you were planting your seeds, you knew that something was going to switch, and this has to do with some type of relationship. And you knew that if this seed was to get big, and tell me what this Queen of Pentacles is sitting on, this seed is big now. If this thing was to get big and out of control, this is something that will happen. As you build your new foundation, these false foundations start crumbling down. Now you're ready to see. Now you're ready to see something for exactly what it is, and your inner knowing, what you find out, what you know for sure. And the reason why you know for sure is because you knew it the moment you planted the seed. You have the Three of Pentacles here. Your hard work pays off. This is all coming out of your hard work paying off. So there is some type of truths that you see based off of your hard work paying off. And that truth, I'm feeling like this could be some type of jealousy. This could be envy. This could be some type of malicious activity. This can be somebody stealing from you or trying to, or something like that that's happening. It is the result of your hard work paying off. There's something that you know, the truth that comes out. All right. After you get this truth, just because you know it, you're going to be able to rest and lie back. Okay. After the initial, like, oh my God, I didn't want to know that. I had known all that. You're going to be able to relax and lay back because you're like, I have sight. I have this sight. Tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles, strength, confidence here. Hard work has paid off. Your inner strength. You faced the inevitable. And you usually would have tried to stop this tower, but you're tired, you're drained. All of this has been working together for you. You're completely tired, you're completely drained. This 10 of Wands, that's like the Wheel of Fortune, brings in so many different options and different doors opening for you. Also, you have so many people surrounding you that's saluting your work that you've done, some type of hard work that you've done, ending a cycle. It was a hard cycle. The 10 of Wands represents how hard it is and how much you took on by yourself. The 10 of Wands is a person carrying a heavy load by themselves. And this is you feeling happy that you carried a certain type of load by yourself. It's that, remember, the Nine of Pentacles is That's the simple thing that is so worth it, that makes the job worthwhile, that makes the hard work worthwhile. And there's something that makes, and it's the inner strength, it's the healing too, it's the confidence. It makes it worthwhile, and the fact that you're getting stronger. So somebody could be building their body. Their body, it's almost like you training a muscle. You're becoming stronger, like out of this world. When the strength card comes up, it is out of this world strength. If that strength was to be in the physical realm, it would be like the Hawk. Okay, that is that strength that's on the inside. Okay, it's out of this world type of strength. You do have the Eight of Cups. You have this Eight of Cups, so this may end up result in you leaving a person or you leaving something completely. The moment you walk out that door, it is not opening. You're not coming back. The tower has fallen. You have seen your truth. This goodbye is going to be goodbye, especially if this was a reoccurring thing. Like after this, it's closing the door, you're going into a new cycle. Okay? Let's see. Let's go into these moon. The Queen of the Moon Oracle. Let's see, to close out this reading. All right. What messages do we have for Libra? The void. The void space. The dark moon. That's coming out. Someone is in a void, like something hasn't happened yet. It's right before this new phase of the moon. The void moon is showing that there is a new phase of the moon that's coming. All right, you have the path. And the pleasure. So it looks like there's some type of void or there's some type of creation that leads you on a path of pleasure. This is a moment where you definitely need to create. Creation is going to bring you lots of balance, dabbing into your creative nature. This is, the void leads you to some type of particular path of pleasure. That's probably why you need to let some type of tower fall, so that that obstacle can get out of your way and opens this path of pleasure. Okay? So that is your full moon reading. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give the reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.